Hello, friends. Starting with a couple of practice sets, as I suggested last time, though there is a small delay, almost 15 days of delay, I would say. Okay, but let's start with this practice set straight away. So, what you can do is you can refer to the previous video, wherein you can once again refresh the content of options. And now, starting with first the set of call option, another set of put option. Fine. So here we have got two parties, Mr. A and Mr. B. Mr. A purchased the call option on Reliance at 50 rupees. Now 50 rupees considered as premium with a strike price of 1380. So you better understand what is a strike price. Mr. B was seller, also known as writer of the call option. Current market price is 1360. Now, based on this data, let us start working on the questions. Okay, first question. Mr. A will exercise the option when the market price is more than 1380, because buyer exercises when market price is more than the strike price. We remember it. Now, break even point. So we have last time understood the break even points through tables. Now, there is a small equation. For a call option, break even point is equal to strike price plus premium. So in our case, it is 1380 and the premium amount is 50. So the total is 1430. This is the break even point. Now, third question. Now, this is where many a time students go wrong. So Mr. B will exercise the call option when. So I'll tell you what is the most common answer when I get when we solve this exercise in the classroom. So usually students say it is when the market price is less than 1380. But no, that's not right. Here in this case, we are talking about call option. So only buyer of the option has a right. Seller doesn't have any right, right? And the seller has to follow the actions of the buyer. So here Mr. B is receiving the premium, and hence he doesn't have any right. What he's having is obligation. So correct answer is he cannot exercise. True. So be advised. They're very simple things, but yes, we should know. Do not make mistake. Okay. Now break even point for Mr. B. So once again, buyer's profit, seller's loss, seller's profit, buyer's loss. When buyer is at no profit, no loss, that's the same point where seller is at no profit, no loss. So break even point for buyer and seller remains same. Now, as we understand, like we had this computation done. So what is the maximum profit possible for Mr. A? So buyer of the call option or buyer of the option would have unlimited profit potential or possibility. Maximum profit possible for Mr. B, that is equal to premium, that's 50. Now maximum possible loss for Mr. A. Now buyer of the option loses only the premium, nothing more than that. So maximum possible loss for Mr. A is 50. This one, and maximum possible loss for Mr. B is unlimited. Right? These are 8 basic questions we have done. Now, starting with one very interesting concept that is called intrinsic value. So, not teaching any separate theory. Let's understand here only. Now, simple definition of intrinsic value says that is the amount by which the option is in the money. Right? It is the amount by which option is in the money, or else it is zero. So in our case, strike price is 1380. We also know the moneyness, like what is in the money, at the money, out of money relationship. So when the market price is more than 1380, this option is going to be in the money. That option is going to be in the money, and whatever be the amount, say for example, it is 1400 minus 1380. So this is the amount by which option is in the money, and this is considered as intrinsic value. So option has intrinsic value, otherwise it does not. Right? So it's zero in other case. So in our case, if we recollect the market price, that is 1360. Right, I'll show you where is that price. So look at this. In the question itself, it is 1360. So compare with the strike price, that is 1380. This option is out of money and hence it doesn't have any intrinsic value. Had it been like 1400 as price, then it would have 20 rupees as intrinsic value. So be advised, it is the amount by which option is in the money, otherwise zero. So what about premium? That's the question that will come to your mind. So no, premium is going to be decided considering the intrinsic value of an option, right? So as we have understood, this option is out of money. Now time value of an option. So time value is equal to premium minus intrinsic value. Premium minus intrinsic value. Of course, like if you are a seller of an option and say intrinsic value is 20 rupees, you are not going to sell at a premium of 20 rupees. You will definitely charge more premium, right? Because of the time factor. So this is known as time value of an option. And how do you find out? It is premium minus intrinsic value. In our case, intrinsic value is zero. So whatever premium paid is the time value. Now, say for example, had the market price been 1400, then intrinsic value would have been 20 rupees. So time value would have been 50 minus 20 is equal to 30. But yes, of course, the option is out of money. Still, it has got premium of 50. So when option is in the money, certainly the premium amount would go up, right? So it cannot be like 50 in both the cases. For out of money option, in the money option of the in the same question, it shouldn't remain same. But yes, there's just a mathematical thing I've explained. So assume that it is still 50, then the time value would have been 30. Okay, now move further. And which of the following are true? So intrinsic value is always of an option, right? It is not of not for the buyer or seller. So correct answer here is A. Intrinsic value of the option for A is equal to intrinsic value of option for B. So if like you are a buyer, you tend to get it. If you're a seller, then you are supposed to pay it. But it is for an option, not for the buyer of an option and seller of an option. And another is break-even point. This is also fairly simple. We have taken care of in the same question that break-even point for buyer and seller remains same. Okay, now quickly look at the other side of it, starting with put option, confusing one. So put option get exercised when the market price is less than the strike price. So keep referring to the videos again and again. Okay, so Mr. C purchased the put option on Nifty at 50 with a strike price of 3600. That means when the market price is less than 3600, it's going to be exercised. Otherwise, no. Mr. D was the seller and current market price is 3760. So apparently we can like easily find out whether this option is in the money, at the money, out of money, because the market price is more than the strike price. And this is the put option, it's out of money. Had it been call option, definitely it was in the money. Okay, now Mr. C will exercise the option when market price is less than 3600, break-even point. So because in put option, you are supposed to cover up the premium with reduction in price. In call option, you cover up the premium with increase in price. So in this particular case, we write the equation this way: strike price minus premium. That will give you the break-even point. So 3600 minus 50, that is 3550, happens to be the break-even point. Mr. D is the seller of the option and he cannot exercise. Break-even point for both remains same. Maximum profit possible for Mr. C. So whatever we look at, see, unlimited is based on substantiality. There is nothing unlimited as such. So buyer of the option, let it be call option, put option, would always have unlimited profit, right? And seller would have unlimited loss. So break-even point we have done. Maximum profit possible for Mr. C, unlimited. That is due to substantial profit potential. Maximum profit possible for Mr. D, so seller earns premium only. Maximum possible loss for Mr. C, that is premium. and maximum possible loss for Mr. D is unlimited. It goes the same way. Now we are supposed to find out the intrinsic value. As we understood, that is option is out of money. Right? At the start of it only, we decided this option is out of money. So intrinsic value is nil. The option is out of money. And time value of an option is equal to the premium paid. So whatever has been the premium paid would become the time value of money because this option is out of money. Right. So as I said, we'll solve a couple of questions and then we've got the questions based on strategies not showing right now that we'll cover up in next video. Fine. So do ask me, like, you've got some doubts. If you want these questions, then also let me know. I'll paste all these things in the text box. Fine. So see you in the next video. Keep learning. Bye.